Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and today I'm going to start the process of breaking down these three massive trees. Now I think out of these three trees I'm going to get some saw logs for the sawmill I hope to be getting, firewood, and wood chips. So rather than trying to start at the heavy end of the log, which is the part that interests me because that's where the value and the return on my time is, I'm going to start up here limbing off the smaller stuff. I'm going to get the wood chipper on the tractor and see if we can start working some of this down. I've got my little electric chainsaw out that should be perfectly capable on this little stuff and a little bit quicker to get set up. So I'm going to grab that, and then I think while I go through the process of cutting this up and running the chipper, I'm going to read some viewer comments and respond to some questions, because that seemed like something you guys liked the last time I did it. So without further ado, last time I did a comment of the day, it was Big Sway 44, and I go on today to look for a comment of the day, and he cracked me up with what he had to say here, but I'm not going to read it. I'll pick something a little different. So my comment of the day is Tom Mayhew. When I posted my fail video dropping this tree on the Quonset hut, he says, "I appreciate your honesty. Keep learning like the rest of us, one failure at a time." Yeah, that's about right. We'll see if I can get through today without any major failures. Let me grab the saw. When I bought this Dewalt 60-volt chainsaw, I gave it a positive review because it's got pretty decent power and long battery life, which makes it convenient because you don't have to start it up every time. But there are some downsides. One being that I don't think there's a lot of fixing a saw like this. It runs until it quits and then you throw it away. Whereas some people have been running the same gas-powered chainsaw for 30 years with just a little bit of minor tune-up work. So basically, I would say it's very convenient for small jobs, but for me, this is not ready to be an everyday saw. Like a glove. It really is impressive how easy and quick it is to take this backhoe on and off, even though I do sometimes have to hook up the hydraulics and put a little leverage on it to get the pins out. As I come around the Quonset hut, you'll catch a glimpse of the sod I put over here. And I've actually been watering it, and it's only green grass on the property, as far as the sprinkler head would reach anyway. So not too long ago, I made a video describing this wood chipper as being my least favorite tractor attachment. And that's still mostly true for a couple reasons. Primarily because there are better wood chippers on the market that cost less than this one. And the fact it doesn't have an in-feed roller is a literal pain. A pain in the hands, that is. Because you have to keep forcing this in while it's being chipped. And that chipper causes it to vibrate pretty hard. And even with the pair of gloves, it's uncomfortable to operate it and it slows you down a lot. Right now you'll see me trimming up this limb. And that's when this electric saw really excels, because when I'm chipping, I need to make one cut every so often when I don't quite get the limb trimmed down enough to fit through the chute. And you don't have to go through any hassle of starting it, you just grab it and make your one cut. Basically what I'm saying is I would gladly trade this chipper for a Woodland Mills chipper or a Woodmax chipper that has an in-feed roller. So let's take a minute and read a couple of comments here. Basically a viewer shout out. Old Iron Acres is someone who comments regularly on my videos, and he actually has his own channel with some pretty cool videos on it. He commented, it's not Shark Week, but Excavator Week. Rock Hill Farms, fantastic. Yeah, I love having the mini excavator here on a rental. I hate paying rental cost, because it feels like throwing away money when I could be spending the cost of renting on making a payment and eventually own it. But there's a time and a place for everything, including renting, and I'm not ready to buy one yet. But I really appreciate all you guys watching that series on digging the pond with the mini excavator, and I'm thrilled with how it turned out. Here is another comment from another one of my loyal regular viewers who always leaves me comments, and that helps the channel. So Cowboy Steve-O said, "Howdy Brock, I want to play with a mini excavator and skid steer. From my point of view, I think you and Billy did a heck of a job on the dam. The whole pond looks great. Nicely done, and kudos to you both. Can't wait to see the pond back at capacity." Thank you very much, Cowboy Steve-O. Another pond comment, and I gotta say, I've got another surprise coming for the pond that I'm pretty excited about, so we're not quite done with those videos yet. Thank you for watching. Then we've got T. Humphreys, and I believe his first name is Todd. Been commenting on my videos for a long time. He said, "Hey, it's Rock here from Rock Hill Farms." As a callback to a couple videos ago, when I included a blooper of me being unable to say my own name and location. Thank you for following along, Mr. Humphreys. All these have been YouTube subscribers. Let's check one out from Facebook. Here we've got a comment from a top fan on Facebook named Frank Flowers. Says, "I always like your videos. You say what you're going to do and you do it. Too many people talk too much and don't do anything. As long as you keep doing, I'll keep watching." Well, I really appreciate it. Some people say I talk too much, but I try to get a lot done also. Then Tom Avery says, "Excellent attention to detail. Looks great. A nice addition to the landscape." Thank you, sir. I wanted to remind everyone that August 15th, we're giving away the Artillian toolbar. If you haven't already, watch that video and leave me a comment to make sure you're entered in the drawing. It's a great setup and someone should be really happy with it. Alright guys, well, it's getting dark on me and I didn't get that much done, but ultimately, like I said at the beginning, I had a choice to just sit on the couch for an evening or get a little bit of work done, and I'm always, when I have that choice, after the fact, I'm always glad if I came out and did something. Now, I was only out here a couple hours, But that is not a whole lot of mulch. One little pile here. And what I have has the greens mixed in it, which isn't really ideal, but it'll work. Now let's look at what I accomplished over here. I didn't do 5% of this tree, but anything's better than nothing. I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.